Let her see what she does.
Hi.
She's like,
Hi.
Later.
And yeah. Today we're gonna. I usually say.
Welcome to our creative process. We'll say the intro 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Not
yeah. Okay, we really have to do this.
Hi guys. We are super excited today because we have BirdTricks here.
Stop it. No.
Focus.
Okay.
Focus.
Okay. Someone give us a countdown, please.
She's not sure.
Hey guys! Today we are super excited because BirdTricks is here with us. I don't know what to say. Okay. 2, 1. Hi guys! Today we are super excited because BirdTricks is here with us today.
That was
really
today. Say it again.
Yeah. Wait, we are super excited because we're with BirdTricks.
Because BirdTricks is here with us today.
We're here with BirdTricks. Oh my god, it's not creepy at all.
Let's do it again. Go on.
Okay, ready? 3. Hate us so much. Just do it again. Hi guys! Today we are really excited because BirdTricks is here with us. And this video is about 10 mini... No.
Just do it.
Oh my. Okay. Hi guys! Today we are really excited because we're with BirdTricks. And this video is about 10 mistakes commonly made with green sheet conures. Like this one. By the way, this is a 2-part series. So we're going to be doing 5 mistakes on our channel and 5 mistakes over on BirdTricks. So go check them out and make sure to subscribe while you're over there. Okay, so I guess let's get into the video.
Hey guys, the BirdTricks here, and we're so excited to be here with CG Teen and tell you guys about the top 10 mistakes made with green cheek conures. And we're super excited to have Miku here, just leading by example, being the best conure actually. So hopefully we don't see any mistakes in this video. Number 1 is over cuddling. Anybody guilty?
Didn't realize that was a problem.
That's all I've done.
Now, when they're just young, it's not as huge of a deal, but the problem is if we become creatures of habit, which we are, that translates down the road into hormonal triggers, and green cheeks really like all those hormonal triggers.
And it's building an expectation that you can't always see through. So like Dave said, it only becomes a problem as they get older and they develop hormonal tendencies. So what is over cuddling versus under cuddling? People tend to love to cuddle baby birds because they're adorably cute and we want to spend all the time with them. However, we just don't want to condition them to an unrealistic expectation.
And number 2 is the infamous one-person bird. Now this comes about by having one person in the family that happens to spend a little bit too much time with their bird.
I feel like everybody likes everything. You steal her.
Do you steal her?
Whatever.
So this tends to happen when one person takes on all the responsibilities of the bird, feeds the bird, takes care of the bird, plays with the bird, hangs out with the bird excessively, and doesn't really leave room for anyone else to build a relationship with that bird. So then that bird just becomes one-sided, no offense, and might only gravitate towards one person and then starts getting a little bit possessive, territorial, or aggressive towards everybody else in the household. So the thing that I love about being with your family so far is you guys are actually even. I know we give you a hard time, but the first night that we were here with Miku, she was just being passed around like endlessly with you guys. She stepped up willingly for all of you, and I think that you guys naturally have a really good variety in place.
So this can become a challenge because most parrots, even if it's not just a green cheek conure, most parrots will pick their one favorite person. So it's really important to keep a 50-50 balance, or as we often say, a 60-40 balance, meaning really try to keep that bird, if the person that it likes the most, keep it at least 60% or less of the attention so that everybody gets a fair chance, so this bird has an equal relationship with everyone.
Number 3, this one is difficult, especially with baby birds. Not looking at you, I'm just not gonna look at you.
I don't know this yet, but I did it apparently.
It's allowing nesting behaviors. Anyone guilty?
Me. What does that mean exactly?
So a nesting behavior would be anything that resembles a bird kind of making, creating a nest, or starting to get hormonally triggered. So if it, cuddled into your neck, started nesting in your hair, and then just got a little bit aggressive anytime you tried to get it out or down.
Now surprisingly, this can happen with very young birds, and that's where the habit normally starts. So it's really important that you don't create that habit that the bird has a freedom to go up to your shoulder and nestle into your hair, because fast forward a few months, possibly at most a year, this bird's going to be showing a lot of hormonal tendencies and start to become very aggressive, and you're going to be triggering hormones with this bird, which is going to go back to the previous one of making it a one-person bird.
Yeah, so some of the ways that people create nesting behavior is by putting newspaper on top of the grate at the bottom of the cage and allowing the bird to go under there or access to that newspaper and shred it up and make nesting material out of it. Another thing is, earlier you were asking about this little wooden bead and does this resemble an egg? And the reason I was okay with it is because she could destroy this because it's wooden.
Okay.
If it was plastic, I would have said no way. If it was a metal ball, I would have been like, no way. So any sort of thing that is not destructible, that's what you really want to be wary of triggering hormones. But this one, because she could chew it up and destroy it, we don't have to worry about that tendency so much. And I love that she's just going to town on these tiny toys.
Number 4 is using a Snuggle hut or fabric toys. Now this really increases the likelihood that it's going to guarantee that you're going to have hormonal problems. Again, going back to the one-person bird, and not only that, it leads to a lot of birds' deaths, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think the bigger problem is that it's just really unsafe. We have so many stories of birds ingesting the fabric pieces of these toys or snuggle huts, and they can't digest them. So what happens is they get stuck, the birds feel full, but they just can't pass it, and they end up dying technically from starvation because it gets impacted and stuck there. So we try to really stick with these natural destructible materials. We don't give snuggle huts because we don't want anything to resemble a nest. I've also seen those like bird hammock thingies. So anything that resembles anything like that, hollowed out, whatever, stay away from them. They don't need them. The temperature of your house is just fine.
And this is where it's super confusing, because people say, yeah, but she likes it. Well, yeah, because it resembles a nest. But when necropsies are performed after birds have passed that have snuggle huts, oftentimes they cut them open and just find nothing but fabric and material. And it's really a sad thing, and it's avoidable, which makes it even harder for us to experience and see that kind of thing happening all the time, especially because some vets, some breeders, some pet shops push these and say, oh yeah, your bird's gonna love this. And unfortunately, it's not in the bird's best interest.
Yeah, we actually did a collaboration with Tyler Ruggie, and his little Severe macaw was obsessed with this fabric toy, and he's like, but he loves it. He sits under it all day, every day. So I challenged them. I was like, you know, take the bird away from the cage, and while he's not looking, replace that fabric toy with these mahogany pods. And so they did, and when they put the bird back in the cage, the bird immediately went to the mahogany pod toy and just destroyed it. Now this was a bird that was around 20 years old and had never played with a single toy. And I think it was because they were enabling it with this fabric toy, which was sparking hormones, and so he would just sit in his little nest all day.
Good save.
That was a really good save. You could teach her to retrieve with this little wooden ball. This is adorable. So just keep in mind, although we think things look really cute, sometimes they enable unfortunate behavior. I stopped you, it's behind you.
Wait,
Where is it? It's
Under her tail. She's dragging it
It
along.
was a magic trick. It looks like it's behind you. No, it's not.
Which brings us to number 5, and that mistake is wing clipping, and especially not allowing a specific energy outlet for these really rambunctious little birds.
Which I have to say, again, you guys do a great job of this, and I know that it was something that you were really reluctant to even get into birds because you didn't want to see them trapped or locked in a cage or not able to fly and be a bird. And so this is something, I know you guys don't believe in wing clipping, which
Absolutely
I love. And we've seen her do a lot of energy outlet stuff when it comes to flying around this house, like laps.
Yeah.
But I'm sure even though you guys all really want to be able to keep her fully flighted, you can probably relate to, especially as a baby green cheek, how could be temptation for people to clip because it's so much chaos for part of the time.
But it's little spurts of chaos.
Yeah.
Little digestible
Like if
spurts.
it was like 3 hours, I'd be like, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't.
It feels like little spurts.
It's manageable.
It's manageable.
If they can do it, you can do it. It's fine.
And also, like, when they're little babies and they're clipped, it kind of stunts their mental growth, right?
It does. It can develop phobias, make them not trust their bodies, because at an age where they're supposed to trust their wings and they are supposed to keep trying, just as a baby, you know, walks, falls down, they don't just give up on the first fall, right? They get back up and they try again, and they aren't easily discouraged. The same thing for baby birds. They are being told instinctively to keep trying, and when they can't succeed, they learn not to trust their body anymore because they're like, my wings don't work.
And certain species really struggle to bounce back from that, like African greys. If they're clipped as babies, they really struggle because they immediately learn that their wings don't work and they quit trying for the rest of their life. With smaller birds, from budgies to green cheeks, they're more likely to bounce back from a wing clip in their first year and become pretty active flyers. But it's really important to the overall health, their fitness, their mental fitness, because if you think about it, in the wild, these guys spend most of their day flying around, expending physical energy, foraging, expending mental energy in the hopes of maybe finding food with no guarantee. So if people clip their wings and stuff them in a cage, they're depriving them of all those natural outlets that birds normally have in the wild, and they think they're doing a better job by providing them everything versus allowing them opportunities to work for it like they would in the wild.
That makes so much sense.
So we really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to go see the other 5 mistakes, then go to BirdTricks for part 2.